Okay, boys and girls, welcome to your Foundations lesson. Today we start Unit 5, multisyllabic words, or as some people like to say, multisyllabic words. Now, this video is the fixed version. Earlier in the day, I posted one that had some audio problems, but this is the one that you need to watch. Okay, so as this video is pretty long, I'm going to just give you a few of the trick words that you'll need. So there are 6 trick words, but today we're just going to do 3. And remember, after I say it, pause the video, write the word, pause it or unpause it, and then check the correct spelling that I show you and write it again. If you have it correct the first time, you still need to write it the second time. Okay, your first word is again. Again. I can't believe she is crying again. Okay, and here it is. Now, this is a trick word because AI, we learned, makes the A sound like pain and stain and trait and things like that. But here it's an E sound. Again, it's almost like egg. Your next word is against. Against. Many people were against going to the beach yesterday because they thought it was cold. Against. Okay, and here's that word. And if you look at it carefully, you'll see that it's the same as again. It just has an ST at the end. So if you know how to spell one, you know how to spell the other. Make sure you have them both written down a second time. Don't correct your original one. The third one, and the last one for today, is new. I knew she was going to say that. I knew it. I knew it. So this is not new like I got brand new shoes. Okay? Okay, so here's how you spell new. And this is tricky because there's a silent K there. There's a reason why it's there and there's a reason why it's silent. We're not going to talk about that now. Okay, so here are 3 trick words. You'll have 3 more coming up in an upcoming video. Okay, let's get to our very important lesson on syllables. So we've talked a little bit about syllables already this year. We haven't said very much because most of the words that we've worked on only had one syllable. But words are made up of parts, and sometimes there's only one part. Other times there's more than one part. These parts are called syllables. Now, most of the words that we've done, like I said, have only been one syllable, like I, it, car, stay, joy. And basically, we give these words one scoop because we only have to push air out of our mouth once to make these words. Now, the word stay has 3 sounds, st-a, but it's only one syllable. We can do that in one push of air. So each time we need to push a breath of air to make a sound, we make a syllable. If a word has more than one syllable, we say it is multisyllabic. I know that's kind of a big word, but look at this one here, cat. And if you put your hand in front of your mouth, when you say the word cat, you can feel a little bit of air coming out. You're pushing air out to make it. But if we do this, now we have a multisyllabic word, catnip. Catnip, it's 2 syllables. And there are a couple of ways we can tell. One is by the number of vowels that it has, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment. So when you see a long word, a word that's longer than catnip, Go slowly and read each syllable like this. Chip. Okay, that's pretty easy to say, and it's one breath. Chip. If we do this, chipmunk. Now we need to push air out of our mouth twice to say it. That means that this word has two syllables. So most of the words we've seen have one syllable. Back, snow, week, pack, ball, and multisyllabic words are sometimes made of smaller words. These are called compound words. So we can say backpack, snowball, weekend. These are really easy to break up. We can imagine what the syllable parts are because all we have to do is separate the two words. We know there's a word back and there's a word pack. We know there's a word snow and a word ball. We know there's a week and there's a word end. So these are pretty easy to separate. Okay, and we can imagine that this is one syllable and this is the second one. And we've seen compound words already. All compound words are multisyllabic. We can have a one syllable word that is also compound. So how do we break up words that are not compound words? Well, we have to find out how many vowels there are and break the word up between the consonants. There are two vowels here, the A and the O, and this word is mascot. Now we've got two vowels, and in between them are consonants. So this is a pretty easy word to break up because all we need to do is split the consonants. And we have mass and cot, two scoops because we have two syllables. Two syllables because we need two breaths of air. We have to push air out twice to make this whole word. Mascot. Okay. And you'll see it in words like admit. Okay. Well, we have an A and an I, and in between them we have some consonants. And here we go. Admit. There's one scoop or one syllable, and there's another. Here's another example. Invent. We have two vowels, okay? And we're just going to break them up by separating the consonants. Okay? Now it's really important to remember that the first syllable must be closed. And if you don't remember what a closed syllable is, closed syllable means we have a short vowel. Okay? A short vowel and it has a consonant after it. So look at admit. It's not admit. Okay, that would be long. We have a brev here. It's admit. The short A followed by a D. Mascot. It's not mascot. We have a short A followed by an S. Invent. It's not einvent. It's a short I. Short I followed by an N. So that D in admit, it closes the door on the syllable. It closes the door on the A. That's why we call it closed, because the A is blocked. Now look at this one. This is a little bit different. Jacket. We have two vowels, and they do have consonants in between, but CK is a digraph. So here's what's going to happen. That digraph is going to stay together, and we're going to separate here because we have a short A, and it must stay behind a consonant. Jacket. Okay, jacket. So it's very important to remember that we have a short vowel followed by a consonant that closes the syllable up. Okay, let's move on. Now look at this one, children. This is a little bit different because we still have the two vowels, okay, children, but now we've got three consonants in there. No problem. When we have three, we're usually going to pull one of them out. Chill and drin. We need one consonant to block off that vowel so we can kind of close the door. Children. So the first syllable is closed. Okay, so is the second one, but what we're focusing on now is the first syllable. Here's another example. Impress. We have our vowels right there, but we have three consonants here. So what are we going to do? We're going to block off the first one. So we get im, and then we get press. Okay? You'll also notice, and this is just a side note, that in children, der is a blend, and press is a blend. Interesting. Okay, we'll talk more about marking these later. Then what do we do if we only have one consonant in between two vowels, like habit and solid? You can see habit only has a B there. And remember what we said, the first syllable must be closed. Well, we're going to break it right here. So the A is blocked off. It's going to stay short. And we have hab it. Okay, it's not habit, it's habit. And then on the other side with solid, the L is going to be where the first syllable ends. Okay, solid. If we didn't do that, it would be solid. Okay, so that's basically it. Now we're going to have plenty of opportunities to practice these. So don't worry about them if you didn't catch everything this first time around. Okay, now let's see if you can spell these regular words. These are not trick words. And I'm only going to give you four today because I know this video has been pretty long. Okay, your first one is packet. Packet. After watching this video, please start on the Unit 5 packet. Okay, and do you have it? Here it is. All right, now if we were going to break up packet, and we don't have to mark these now, where would we do it? We would do it after the CK, after the digraph. So we've got pack it, okay? And that's how we know because the A is short. It's not pack it, it's packet. The A is short and it has a consonant sound after it. Remember, the digraph is two letters, but it's only one sound. Your next word is herself. Herself. She always talks to herself in the hallway. Herself. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. Okay, now this one, and make sure you're writing these a second time. This one is not that difficult to break up because it's a compound word. We know there's a word her, and we know that there's a word self. So that one's not so difficult. The next one is napkin. Napkin. You should always use a napkin to wipe off your face at the table. Napkin. I should say to wipe your face. You don't want to wipe off your face. Okay, napkin, it is right here. Okay, and we've got the A and the I, and we'd separate it right there, right between those consonants. Your last word is payday. Payday. Payday is the day that you get paid for all the work that you've done. Okay, do you have it? Here it is. And this one is just like herself. It's a compound word because we have a word, pay, and we have a word, day. Okay? By the way, napkin is also a compound word, but I didn't want you to worry about the meaning of the word kin. Okay, boys and girls, that's it for today. I hope you are working hard, studying hard so that you can get really good grades in school. And when you grow up, you can have great paydays. Okay, that's it for today. I'm sorry again that the first video wasn't working, but hopefully everybody was able to hear this. Have a fantastic day. The end.